to run the offense through the post. Great dynamic, if you can make it work, that is.
Yeah, it's not bad if you still have an old school back to the basket guy that can score on the block. But what I love now, it's not a lot of standing. Back when I played, you still see teams cutting, setting screens, and a lot of backdoor cuts where guys get some easy layups when you play out the post right now. Just a lot more movement.
Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. And down low, it's Markkanen and Carter. White is out there with Levine, and it's Porter in at the 3.
Just a bright, young, offensive talent. Young isn't shy about forcing the action. Takes a lot of trips to the line.
First one falls for him.
And I'll tell you, Trae Young, go big or go home. Always gives you 100%, as competitive as they come. And the young fella wants to win so badly. Sometimes that emotion really comes out.
And you know, Greg, it's amazing the impact Young makes, especially, of course, on the offensive end.
High-level shot maker, a threat the moment he crosses half court. Instinctive playmaker, just needs to play more within himself and avoid over-dribbling.
That's nice patience by Zach LaVine, finding the open man, not trying to do it all himself.
Len, a screen. Young against White. Young passes to Len. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Len's got his first 2 points. Now here's Levine. Defense right on him. Here's White. His 3-pointers off the mark. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Here's Hunter. The pass to Young. Stolen by Carter. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. This is his first free throw of the game.
Really a good season for him overall last year when you look at the number, 83% from the line.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
The first one at the line is good. One thing the Bulls did a great job of last year, Steve, moving the basketball.
They also had pace and space. They ran at every opportunity. The guys were very unselfish. Despite all the losses, the Bulls were a fun team to watch.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Herter, he's guarded by Markkanen. And Zach LaVine gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Young with no one around. And he connects on the jumper. The screen did the trick.
You have to guard Young tight. You got to know he's thinking of shooting as soon as the ball hits his hands.
LaVine kicks to White. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Smitty, you played here in Atlanta for so many years. What are some of your favorite spots or things to do in Atlanta?
Well, I love to eat, and 2 of my favorite places are Busy Bee Cafe. Just love that, and Umi. Then what I love to do is try to get a little exercise. I love to walk Chastain Park.
2 shots.
The fans here, the city of Atlanta, I just love it so much we've made it home.
He misses the free throw. second free throw, good.
The winners of 6 championship titles, the Chicago Bulls, all in the 1990s, and all with Jordan and Pippen.
Here's Hunter. Collins, a screen on Levine. Herter, guarded by Levine. 6 to shoot. Poke loose. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Well, the Bulls rebuilt their team a couple times, but then things would unravel.
Yeah, you had the Derrick Rose years. He won league MVP playing for the Bulls. Then you had Jimmy Butler. He gets traded. They continue to search for that championship formula once again.
Right side, Porter. Pass to White. To the inside. And Markkanen throws it down.
Lauri Markkanen with his size. He has decent hops also, and he can finish above the rim.
Young outside. Herter, guarded by Levine. Here's Collins. Rebound by the Bulls.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Levine kicks to Porter. From past the arc. Hunter grabs the miss. The Hawks trail it. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Len down low. Defended by Carter. Count it.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Levine passes to Markkanen. There's the pick. Carter outside. Passes it to White. Carter with a screen on Young. Here's White. Off target from the wing.
The blown opportunity after the two-man game creates a terrific look.
That's how it's drawn up. That is, everything but the finish.
Now, here is Young. Pass to Hunter. Len with a screen on Porter. Hunter kicks to Len. Screen by Young. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. And it's off from three-point range. Well, the Hawks didn't have the best season a year ago, Smitty, but they did find some positives to build on.
Well, the Hawks, what they do have, they have good wing play. A lot of disruptive players who can force turnovers on the defensive end. There's been some great wings in Hawks history, and they have a few on this team right now.
Here's Hunter. The Bulls knocking down the three. There's the dish to Len. Banked in off the glass. Len's got his third basket of the night.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Last season, there weren't a lot of bright spots for the Hawks. Lack of focus on the defensive end all year long. And the offensive end wasn't consistent enough to overcome those defensive struggles.
Levine kicks to Carter. Knocked away. Herter. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And this is what it's all about, guys. The competitive spirit, the energy that we're seeing. This one's got the feeling like it's going to go down to the wire.
I'm loving this one. It's been back and forth with these lead changes. It's probably going to just come down to who has the ball last.
And Chicago has possession after the basket by Atlanta. Here's Carter. Rebound by the Hawks. And with the Hawks defense, Smitty, rim protection was a factor in their struggles.
Rookie John Collins was their best rim protector, but he wasn't enough. They made a point to go out and acquire some help in that area. That should go a long way toward turning things around.
And the Hawks with possession here. Wendell Carter unable to get his last shot to go. For Chicago, they've gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. And there's the pass to Markkanen. Porter with the screen for Carter. Outside Porter. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Levine. For Atlanta, they've gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. White against Young. He kicks it to Jones. And Young, here we go. The shot misses. So the Bulls will take it the other way. Chicago has gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Well, it feels quite a while ago that the Bulls put up 72 wins in a regular season.
Well, the Warriors beat that mark 2 decades later, and that was a few years ago. But give the Bulls credit. They've been trying to put together a contender. It's just kind of hard to find another Michael Jordan.
Fires from deep. Hands it from downtown. Young's got 7.
This is what the crowd comes to see. Young has that it factor.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago.
And as of late, they have not looked good at all. Actually, they've been dominated.
And the worst part, they're starting to get down on themselves. Really need that one big play to spark some life back into them.
Parsons checked in for the Hawks. Coaches are always talking, Steve, about finishing games strong. What does it take to be a great closer, a great finisher?
I think guys look at guys that can score the basketball and make plays under duress, under adversity. But I think also on the defensive end, where you have players and teams, and it's beautiful to watch on the defensive end where they don't miss assignments. Everybody is locked in, and obviously teams score the basketball, but you look and say they made them score over the top versus giving up an easy layup.
And here is Parker after Chris Dunn made that last 3-pointer. And the call will be against Thaddeus Young. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Turner. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Jones with the screen on Dunn. Turner.
Great defense by Chris Dunn. Makes the shot difficult without fouling.
There's the 3. The shot by Valentine, no good. Hawks have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. To the middle. Good defensive work there by Young.
That's just 2 tough competitors meeting right at the rim. Someone, in my opinion, had to lose.
And Satoransky kicks to Dunn. Young, a screen on Turner. Here's Dunn. It's good. This game is all even. Dunn's got it all tied up now for the Bulls.
Great defense, great contest. You have to live with the results because Chris Dunn's a crafty scorer inside.
Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley-oop.
I got to say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going. Now, here's Satoransky. Dunn against Turner. There's the pick. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
One of the stronger point guards we have, Chris Dunn, often does his best work in the paint.
They get a hand on it. And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here. Bulls on D. Parsons passes to Crabbe. Here's Jones. Felicio with the rebound.
And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
And also protecting the rim at all costs. I love the anticipation to affect the shot.
Here's Felicio. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Now here's Turner, trailing by 2, and that one's good. Parker, guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, and you look at the lead changes, 6 already.
Dunn kicks to Valentine. He feeds it to Young. Shot up 2 there.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Pass to Jones. Parsons, right side. Out to Turner. A 3. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. Dunn, wide open. He fires. Off target with the open look.
And that's the look this offense is designed to produce.
Always frustrating when you do everything right, yet just can't complete the play.
Now here's Turner. And stolen by Dunn. Here's the floater. And Jones sends it back. Now here's Parsons. Defense is right there. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game. Dunn kicks to Felicio. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. And it's sent back by Turner. And he's able to get it back. 40 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Passes to Crabbe. It's tipped. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Young. The shot, no good. Excellent D there from Parker. Parsons attacking, and Parsons slams it in.
Parsons got an edge on the defender, and he slammed it down at the rim.
Dunn passes to Valentine. So both teams making some changes here. There's 10 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Cornette. Now Valentine. Off the left rim and out. At the end of 1, a closely contested game so far. Hawks lead by 1. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. And for the Hawks, guys, what stands out to you stats-wise?
Protecting that rim early on, that's been a big factor for them tonight.
Well, you can erase a lot of defensive mistakes when you have shot blockers lurking in the background.
Chicago trailing here. And Smitty, you had perhaps some of your best seasons while a member of the Atlanta Hawks. What was it like being the face of this franchise during that time?
You know, I was proud to have led this team to so many playoff trips. It was fantastic being an Atlanta Hawk. It was also fun representing this team in the All-Star game. I played with some of the best in the business. Hall of Famer Dikembe Mutombo, All-Star Mookie Blaylock, and I played for a legendary Hall of Fame coach, Lenny Wilkens.
They've got Turner. Jones is out there with Parker. Then there's Chandler Parsons. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hawks. So it's Atlanta now, following the three-point basket by Chicago. From deep three-point range. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it.
Everybody talked about that huge Jimmy Butler trade last year. Some people criticized the Bulls' return in the deal, but the team seems happy with what they got.
Dunn kicks to Valentine. There's a good screen. Feeds it to Young. And Jones sends it back. Parker passes to Turner. Parker trying to free himself up. Shot's good by Turner. Now talking about that trade, it's obvious the Bulls are thinking full-on rebuild.
Yeah, they got young assets in Zach LaVine and Chris Dunn. Lauri Markkanen was a great draft pick. Meanwhile, Jimmy Butler and the Wolves, they lost in the first round of the playoffs.
Kornet can't get it to go. Atlanta's shooting at 50% in a decent group. Down low. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. And the Hawks lead by 2.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Lenz checked in for Damian Jones. John Collins comes in for Parker. Hunter's checked in for Parsons. Young is subbed in for Evan Turner. And that one's good by Porter. We know players love offensive play. We know fans love offensive play. But Smitty, do you think we should care more as fans and players about what players do on the defensive end?
I think so, Kevin, but I think it's the history of sports, especially our game in basketball, just the players that lead the league in scoring. They get all the credit and all the endorsements. Guys who play defense, we'll pick out one or two, but we don't go overboard when we see guys that are defensively good. We don't talk enough about the defensive side and the impact these individuals have.
And fans appreciate good defense, don't they? Fans like good defense.
Yeah, they do, especially the fans that understand that you need defense to win championships.
And stolen by Dunn. Outside, LaVine. Markkanen kicks to LaVine. Back to Markkanen. Len with the block. It's Porter outside. Len grabs the board. The Hawks trail by 3. The 3. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Chicago's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Screen by Young. Young, a screen on Len. Young sets a screen for LaVine. Nice open look, but it's no good.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
Collins, a screen on Porter. And here's Young from the arc. Trains the three-pointer. Young's got 10 points in the game. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
To the middle. And it's Young. That time on the assist by LaVine. Young's got the game tied up here for the Bulls. Len has gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Down against Young. Len sets a screen for Young. Now the pass to Hunter. Len a screen. Here's Hunter. He's guarded by Markkanen. From deep. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Markkanen's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's LaVine. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Zach LaVine, a high riser. The 2-time dunk contest champ making his return from that ACL surgery. He can be an explosive scorer.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one misses. And from everything you hear, Levine is a big-time gym rat, Greg.
Yeah, you know, I think he's very dedicated to reaching his full potential. And with his shooting and athleticism, I think he's a great fit in today's game in terms of offense.
Good on the second free throw.
A late bloomer in high school, Zach LaVine could still be just scratching the surface of his true ability.
Now here's Len. 8 points for him. And here's Young from the arc. That's off. It's his 4th miss in 7 tries. LaVine with it, and Young picks him up defensively. Carter against Len. Carter down low. Len on him. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2. To the middle. It's stolen by Carter. White the pass to Levine. Finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Len a screen. And Young kicks to Hunter. Here's Len. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Picked by Markkanen. Carter the pass to White. Markkanen a screen on Young. And the rejection by Collins. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Collins. Atlanta making a switch here. Carter's checked in. Smitty, looking back in your career, what's the most pressure you've felt in a game?
You know, I think the most pressure, you love to be in those games. I think that's when you strive. I think the most pressure I ever felt, and it wasn't a playoff game, Kevin, or a championship game. It was that very first game as a rookie because that game you had nothing to compare to, and it was everything you dreamed about. And that first game, you were finally saying, for me, I couldn't get it out of my head. This is my first NBA game. So I think that was the most pressure game I've ever played in.
And Atlanta has possession after Zach LaVine missed from long range.
Excellent play call there. The defense was not prepared for the pick, and as a result, they gave up the wide open look.
Young against White. Len with the block. Hope they get it back. Outside Levine. And there's the call on John Collins. That's foul number 2 for him.
Well, he has to be careful now. He doesn't want to pick up that 3rd foul this early.
Bembry's checked in for Alex Len. Picked by Markkanen. White against Young. White the pass to Carter. And he gets it to go. Carter's got 4 points this quarter.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
And Young kicks to Bembry. Collins a screen on Porter. Pass to Young for 3. No good there. Now Chicago takes it the other way.
Well, this whole period for him, it's been challenging. You can tell he's starting to press.
He gets it in there.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Here's Young. He's got 10.
Still no rhythm. This may be a time when you want to make the extra pass. Give someone else a chance.
Outside Porter. There's a screen. White against Young. Back to Levine. And that one hits back iron.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
It's Young on the wing. White covering. Carter with the block. Right side, Porter. Three-pointer, Markkanen. Rebounded by the Hawks. The Hawks trail by 4.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
This is what these perimeter plays are designed to produce. Quality looks for spot-on shooters.
Porter passes to White. Back to Porter. Got a piece of it. Passes it to Bembry. There's a screen by Collins. Bembry misses. Chicago leading. Now here's Levine. He's covered closely. Off the mark, and he's 2 of 8 for the game. The Hawks have gone 7 of 16, shooting just under 50% here in the second quarter. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on Zach LaVine.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
The Hawks have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. And that drops, so they now lead by 1. Chicago trailing here.
Well, you look at the coaching resume of Lloyd Pierce. Was an assistant for a lot of teams in his time. Stops at Memphis and Philadelphia most notably. Finally gets a chance to be the head coach here in Atlanta.
Now here's Parker. Outside, Jones. Back to Parker. Carter with the block. Outside, White. Pass to Satoransky. And count it. He'll head to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Taking a workman-like approach inside. That's the shot you want.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Allen Crabbe, he's checked in for the Hawks.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Atlanta's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Parsons sets a screen for Jones. The Hawks working the ball around. Crabbe kicks to Parsons. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
He's not shy around the rim. Chandler Parsons with the length to work inside.
And there's the pass to White. They set the pick. Here's Hutchison. Great use of the pick to create room for the jumper.
Excellent use of the screen there to free himself up and create space to make the open J.
Turner passes to Jones. Parsons outside. Turner against White. On On the wing turning, right covering, and so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here. There's 38 seconds left now here in the second. Chicago's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter, just 2 of 6 from long range. 6-second difference between shot and game clock. Shot from 12, and that's good for 2. Parker's got it all tied up now for the Hawks.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Here's Blakeney. Over Crabbe. Got a piece of it. Tie game in Atlanta. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Zach, a hard-fought first half. What changes have to be made to get a little separation?
They're making tough shots. We're trying to stick to our concept, so we got to come back, make plays, make shots, and, just stay solid.
Always a challenge for a young team. Thanks for your time, Zach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings, friends and neighbors. One half down, another half to go. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. A competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. They saw their lead grow to a high water mark of 5 in the period. They couldn't hold on to the slim lead they had at the start of the second quarter and headed into the locker room with the game all knotted up. And Shaq, what are your thoughts on how Atlanta played?
Well, a lot of their points came in transition. They dictated the pace of the game. It was a fast pace. Put the defense back on its heels. I say keep attacking the second half. Do not slow down.
And now, Kenny, let's get your opinion on the Bulls.
Well, there was a big spark from the bench in the first half. Sometimes you're hoping for your reserves to come in and just hold court, but they didn't do that. They actually got better.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. Without question, Trae Young displaying his skills today.
And let's see what the defense counters with to try and control him here in the second half.
Well, you like to run more doubles at him, but the risk there is opens up things for everybody else.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. So for Chicago right now, and down low, it's Markkanen and Carter. Levine is out there with White, and it's Porter, and at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Levine. He used that pick just right. Levine's got the first bucket of the third here for Chicago.
That's something Zach works on to round out his game. Consistency from the mid-range.
Out to the right wing. Glenn, a screen. Herter. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. 9 points in the game so far. The Bulls shooting reasonably well, 45%. Markkanen sets the pick for Levine. Here's White. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. Levine's got 3 assists in the game. Second half rolling along now, about a minute played here.
Zach LaVine won back-to-back dunk contests in 2015 and 2016. The second one against Eric Gordon, an all-time classic.
Young's shot is off. Chicago leading. Pass to White to the inside. Levine kicks to Markkanen. Carter with a screen on Collins. Carter outside. And it's Chicago scoring again. And Dr. J said it best. Zach LaVine is among the greatest performers in dunk contest history.
LaVine doesn't actually dunk a whole lot in regular games, but when he gets out in transition, though, step back.
And so it's Atlanta with it after the made shot from Wendell Carter. That is good. And the Bulls lead is cut down to 1, and the bucket from Young.
Yeah, this is Young's game. Makes quick reads off ball screens and then executes precisely.
Carter sets the pick for LaVine. Back to Markkanen. He dishes it to Carter. And the call will be against Alex Len. That is his first foul of the game. Payne passes to Carter. Porter in the corner. Carter sets the pick for Porter, and the Bulls tack on 2 more.
And still perfect in the second half. 4 straight makes.
The Hawks trail by 3. Kicks it to Collins. Carter against Len. Passes to Young. Wants to get it to Collins and does. And here's the fast break. Here's White. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
The Bulls have missed 2 free throws in the game, going 5 for 7. And he can't get the first one. And he sinks the second. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Young against White. Back to Young. 3-pointer. Markkanen pulls it in. Markkanen's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And for Trae Young, it's a little unfair that he's already being compared to Steph Curry.
Scouts are always going to look for comparisons. And I'm not saying Young is Curry, but many of the strengths and weaknesses are similar. The size and athleticism, the insane range, and both have that impact.
The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. It's on Zach LaVine.
And although he's smaller, Young willing to battle inside and shows you he can score through contact.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
One shot.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. White dishes to Markkanen. Outside LaVine. Carter sets the pick for LaVine. Here's the screen. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. LaVine's got 6 points in the quarter.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks.
You got no game in Atlanta.
On defense, the Bulls leading by 5. Here's Young. The Hawks again can't hit. Chicago leading by 5.
You look at Lauri Markkanen, he's a 7-foot fluid basketball player. Most European players not known for their athleticism, but his mobility is pretty good for a player his size.
Here's Young. The Bulls getting the bucket. Markkanen on the double team. Stolen by Markkanen. To the middle. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. Alex Len picks one up.
I love the finish there by Markkanen. Can absorb the contact because he's improved his strength.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
84%. That's what he was able to convert on a season ago from the line.
Chris Dunn's checked in for Chicago. That free throw good for Markkanen. And Markkanen, still young, he'll look to add strength as his career continues.
And if he does, Kevin, his future is probably at the center position. It's not about bulk. You got to be strong to weather that physicality inside.
To the paint and finished off by Collins.
And hard to decide which is better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. And that unleashed chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Cover had it, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. Markkanen. Collins grabs the miss. The Hawks trail by 8. Guarded by Porter. And he uses the glass on the layup.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Here's Markkanen. Takes it off the glass. Markkanen's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
To the right side. It's Young on the wing. Latrey. Levine with the rebound. Levine's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Dunn. He doesn't hit that one. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way.
Chris Dunn taken 5th overall back in 2016. Didn't break through in his rookie season with the Wolves. He's getting more opportunity here in Chicago.
I mean, defensively, you have to close out harder than that.
Levine kicks to Dunn. They set the pick. Beyond the arc. Levine can't hit. The Hawks trail by 5. Guarded by Porter. Nice D from Porter. And there's the call on John Collins. That's his 3rd foul of the game. So both teams changing it up here. The Bulls leading by 5.
And Lauri Markkanen, a 7-footer who can really let it fly. At Arizona, the most 3-pointers ever by a 7-footer in a single season.
Now, here's Dunn. 11 points in the game. Parsons with the rebound. The Hawks have gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the 3rd quarter. Here's Parker. Misses off the right iron. And Markkanen also setting records for 3-pointers made by a rookie grade.
A quick release, the ball comes off his hands so effortlessly. He's more than a stretch big as well. I think he's a shooter who just happens to be 7 feet tall.
Now here's Satoransky. Jabari Parker unable to get his last shot to go. The shot by Satoransky, no good.
Yeah, and even with his range, that one might be asking a little too much.
Well, the truth is, he probably makes this shot a little more often than he should, so it's hard to resist.
Here's Satoransky after the made shot from Chandler Parsons. Felicio, the pass to Young. They set the pick. Here's Dunn. The pick gave him all the room he needed, and he knocks down the J. Dunn's got 13.
That's all confidence right there. He knows he's in a groove, and they've got this team on its heels.
Here's Parsons, and Parsons slams it in.
How about the vision from the crafty little guard? Young excels at realizing when his guys have clean looks.
Pass to Young. Out to the right wing. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. A shot by Valentine, no good. The Hawks trail by 3. And looking at Jabari Parker, 6'8", about 250 pounds. Greg, what's his best position?
You know, I think he has a small forward skill, but with the way the game is changing, you could see him play some power forward as well. And I think his best fit might just be at the 4 because of the mismatch he can create.
Now, here's Dunn. 13 points in the game. Here's Young, and he comes off the screen to bury the jump shot. He has 6.
A good screen made all the difference. It led to an open look.
And for his whole career, Thaddeus Young has been a player not afraid, Greg, of attacking defenders head on.
Young has such a great first burst of speed. He really is a handful to deal with. He gets a lot of transition buckets that way, and in the half court can set up teammates by creating space. In the latter part of his career, I think he's taken on more of a vocal leadership role as well.
Dunn attacking. And there's the pass to Valentine. Over Parsons. And too long on the shot. Atlanta's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. On its way from Young for 2. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Young's got 13 points in the second half. Chicago's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3.
And Chandler Parsons, a player who's just had some bad luck with injury. You think back to when he was at full health and how impactful of a player he was. Still working to get back to that level, but it's been a long journey for Parsons.
Atlanta calls timeout. And with Parsons, it wasn't that long ago. He was a top small forward with his scoring and playmaking.
You know, at one time thought to be the ideal small forward, you know, to give you a little bit of everything on the floor, could get to the rim, could stretch it with the perimeter shooting, and a solid defender. His outside shooting, I think, still there, but the burst that allowed him to get good looks is something injuries may have taken away.
Atlanta with the ball. He kicks to Young. Parker with no one around, and the 3 ball is good. Parker's got 10 points.
And since halftime, they have been locked and loaded from beyond.
Yeah, forcing defenders to come out and guard them, which could open up driving lanes if they want to take advantage of that.
Now here's Valentine. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Love the unselfishness.
The Hawks leading. Young against Satoransky. Young dishes to Parker. There's 47 seconds left to play in the third. Jones, no luck.
A high percentage look from the mid-range. Might have been surprised that he was so wide open.
There's the pick. Here's Blakeney. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
The Bulls have shot 70% from the free throw line tonight, 7 for 10.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
It up, and this next one could give them the lead. Evan Turner, he's checked in for Atlanta. And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. There's 31 seconds left to play in the third. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Outside, Jones. Parker outside. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
Outside, White. Turner with the steal. 3/4 of play in a close game here. It's Atlanta up 1. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Very unselfish. If you appreciate teamwork, this is the kind of play that will get you up out of your seat.
We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the fourth quarter. Atlanta shooting an efficient 53% from the field. Hunter is out there with Parker. Then it's Jones. Then it's Turner. And it's Crabb in at the 2 spot. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Parker's shot is off. Chicago trailing here. Now here's Satoransky. He's guarded by Crabb. Screened by Young. And Satoransky kicks to Porter. The shot's good on the assist by Satoransky. Porter's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for Chicago. The Hawks trailing. Pass to Hunter. Back to Turner. Jones with it. And it's Carter picking him up. Jones with the screen on Young. Here's Parker. It doesn't go for him. Good defensive work there by Young. Turner against White. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And they didn't shoot it very well from the line in the first half, but they've gotten much better since halftime, and it's helped them to secure the lead.
And that one falls for White.
And right now at about 85% from the line, that's up from where it was in that first half.
Bulls making a switch here. Levine's checked in. And both free throws good for White.
Yeah, and their free throw shooting has really improved here in the second half.
Screen by Jones. Jones sets the pick for Parker. Good work defensively by Carter.
Just great at getting after it defensively, forcing guys into tough shots.
Yeah, to be successful, you've got to protect the paint. He rises to that challenge.
Now here's Turner. Thaddeus Young missing his last shot. And here is Turner. Kicks to Grant. There's the triple. That falls. Nice speed that time from Turner.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball game.
White the pass to Young. And here's Carter. Right a screen. Hands the shot with nobody near him. And the Bulls lead by 3.
And defensively, neither side able to get many stops.
Well, this is when you need them, late in the game. It's not all about scoring.
Now here's Jones. Back to Turner. The teardrop falls in.
The beauty of the teardrop, very difficult to really contest.
For Chicago, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Knocks it loose. Screen by Young, and Parker comes with the help and wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Poke loose, so it's the Hawks now. Dishes to Turner. For the 3, another 3 for Atlanta.
Only the one made basket in the court. He hasn't provided them with a whole lot offensively.
And White kicks to Young. Carter left side. Passes it to Levine. Carter sets the pick for Levine. Misses the J after tricking the D with the nifty pass pick. Outside, Jones. They set the screen. Both teams deciding to change it up. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Glenn, good.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
And White kicks to Markkanen. Levine up top. White against Turner. White with it. He's against Turner. To halt the run. And the Bulls with another miss. And the Hawks with possession. Big stretch here going 10-2. Here's Hunter, guarded by Porter, and Zach LaVine gets the whistle that time. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
That's his 4th foul of the evening. He needs to be careful now. Pick and choose where to be aggressive.
So it's Atlanta now. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. Len down low, defended by Carter. And that's a foul called on Lauri Markkanen. That is his first foul of the game.
And still early in the period, and they're only 1 foul away from being over the limit. And being over the limit this early really can affect your aggressiveness defensively. They have got to play under control.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. Both free throws good from Len. Now here's White. Bulls trail by 6. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Markkanen passes to Carter. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. There's the pick. Now here's Levine. He's tightly guarded, and a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
That's something you can't defend. Zach using his vertical to shoot over the top.
Herter, guarded by Levine. The dish to Len. Over Markkanen. Len's shot is off.
I mean, the mid-range jump shot, a lot of guys have a hard time knocking it down.
Turner against White. He dishes it to Markkanen. Carter with a screen on Turner. White, good. And now just a 2-point Hawks lead.
I love how he's been more patient in this second half, shooting only the shots he feels he can make.
And Turner kicks to Hunter. Len a screen. Back to Turner. By Levine. For Chicago, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. On the wing, Levine to tie it up. Again, Chicago.
Great play to run for Zach. Off ball, he's quick to catch and elevate.
Turner passes to Hunter. Len a screen to the inside. Takes the 13-footer. Shot's good by Turner. And the Hawks lead by 2.
Big shot. As soon as he got an opening, boy, did he let it go.
He doesn't need a second invitation. If the D's going to give him that much room, he'll jump at the chance to take the hero shot.
Unloads from 13. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Carter's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Here's White. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on Turner.
And they are making it look easy at the free throw line here in the second half.
And that one falls for White. So for the Hawks, John Collins, he's checked in for Parker. Young is subbed in for Evan Turner. And both free throws good for White.
And he's made more of an effort here to put pressure on the defense in the second half and create some contact and free throw opportunity.
Now, here is Young. A floater. He lays it in. Young's got 28 points for the game.
And this is Young at his very best. Once he gets a few to fall, boy, watch out.
And White kicks to Porter. Back to White to take the lead. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. White's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
Extended the lead. This has been a great period for him offensively.
Young passes to Hunter. There's a screen by Collins. Collins a screen on Porter. They get a hand on it. Collins, good. And the Hawks lead by 1. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
Now here's Levine. The kick out to Porter. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. Levine can't hit.
The defender took away the airspace, crowded him. That changed the shot.
Back to Young. Beyond the arc. Markkanen pulls it in. Markkanen's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. There's the feed to White. Over Young. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
Nice form on that hook shot there.
The Hawks have gone through the fourth quarter shooting 50%, 7 of 14. Len kicks to Hunter. There's a screen by Collins. Herter, guarded by Levine. Herter, and the Hawks getting another basket right there.
Effective screen set there for the jump shot. That was the key to the play.
White against Young. White dishes to Markkanen. Back to White. Carter kicks to Levine. Markkanen sets the pick for Levine. Kicks it out to Markkanen. The Bulls keep it alive. Levine can't hit.
Ooh, you know that's one he liked to have that. Point blank range, and he missed it.
White against Young. That one good for 2.
Game tightening up, no problem. Put the ball in Young's hand and let the young fella go to work.
They set the screen. Outside, White. There's 1:54 left in the game. Herter. Carter with the block. Oh, and a fast break for the Bull. Levine with the ball. And that one is good. White's got 18 points now here in the second half. There's 1:40 left to play here in the fourth. Ran a screen. Young against White. Inside. From 13, and good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. White's got 26. Boy, that was a big shot.
And stunned silence, guys. That's the atmosphere in here after that shot.
And Young kicks to Collins. And here comes White, leading the fast break, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And they had a foul to give, but you want to use it on the ground.
First one, and that will put them up by 2. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 3-point game.
Cool under pressure. Terrific job nailing those 2 free throws there.
With a screen on White. Herter. Money! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
What more can you ask for?
Phenomenal here in the clutch. This is what fans tune in to see.
Now, here's Porter. Got a piece of it. Young with the steal. Pass to Lamb. Hunter kicks to Collins. Over Markkanen. Buries it. And you can feel the crowd react as one.
Guys, what a blast of energy that just sent through this entire building.
Chicago calls timeout. They're trailing by 1. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Trae Young.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Jim Boylan was going over with his team. He said we've got to pick it up right here, right now. If we're going to win this game, we have to take control. This is the time. Kevin.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. They set the pick. Markkanen passes to Porter. Oh, off target.
Yeah, the aggressive D inside leads to a missed opportunity there.
You know, he had terrific position, does a good job of affecting the shot without fouling.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 2. And so he drops them both. It's a 3-point game.
You have to admire how calm he is under pressure at the free throw line in a key situation.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. They trail by 3. 5 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
And with this much time, they should be able to draw up a play and get themselves a decent look from the three-point line. Still, the D is going to be waiting for it in a contested three. Never an easy shot.
LaVine inside the three-point line. That's tipped. And so it's the Hawks who come out on top. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind you oftentimes is the ultimate X factor.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Jabari, you guys really got after it tonight. Is this the kind of mentality you want to impose on the other team?
Just as long as I stay aggressive, you know, don't rush the game, don't get outside of my game, but continue to play hard.
Well, you got your teammates looking for you tonight, Jabari. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Now, for Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA here on 2K Sports. So long and good night, everyone.